Hi, my name is Rob Chrisman, and I've been in the mortgage business about 35 years. Angela Parker with Doorway Home Loans asked me to speak to you about what's going on the lending side of things, where things have been recently, where they are now, and where we can expect mortgage lending to go in the future, at least over the next several months. So, if we take a look at the past, and not specifically the last few months, but more specifically the last year, you might recall that we began 2019 thinking that rates were going to go up. And a lot of lenders started laying people off, for example. They started retooling their existing staff, looking at different product lines such as jumbo, non-QM, small business loans, reverse mortgages, and so forth. As you all know, we went through 2019 and into 2020. Rates did not go up, and in fact, rates went down for a variety of reasons up until recently, as a matter of fact. Of course, we were hit by the COVID virus. We started to get news of that in mid-February into early March, at which point the economists really said at that point, gosh, what's going to happen with regard to the economy, especially with the quarantine in place and the shelter at home orders that went into effect? How's that going to impact the economy? So what we've seen since then, obviously, is a great falling off of GDP. We have a unique situation with very, very low rates and very, very high unemployment. Not a great combination if you're looking at borrowers to qualify for home loans. However, that being said, a lot of lenders were able to retool, they pivoted and so forth. A lot of their staffs, including Doorway, started working from home. And so there was very little interrupted service, if at all. Appraisers were able to react, notaries were able to react, and so forth. So the real estate machine continued to function throughout March, April, and May, and now here we are in June. And it's interesting looking ahead because what we've seen is a group of investors who were buying, for example, jumbo loans or non-QM loans. They stepped out of that market in mid-March. In fact, March 19th was the start of it all. Liquidity became an issue and so forth. We have seen a nice resurgence in investor interest with regard to certain programs, especially on the jumbo side. There are investors who are interested in jumbo product, and you have to remember that, as you guys know, guys and gals know, at a certain price, borrowers want to borrow and lenders want to lend, and borrowers need to borrow and lenders need to lend. And so the question is, what price and what service level will that happen in? So as I said, we've seen a nice resurgence in investor confidence on the jumbo side of things. The question is, what will the near future hold for us? And I think that what we're seeing as an industry is companies like Doorway have been able to handle the capacity that has been coming through the door. They've been able to price products at very good rates. And then with regard to service, one of the interesting things that I've seen here in recent months is a resurgence of the loan officer. Because when I talk to financial planners, when I talk to realtors, when I talk to builders and so forth who have clients who need home loans, that person, if their commission is on the line, they are not going to refer their client to the internet. They are not going to say, just go to Google, type in mortgage, they'll take care of you. It is always an individual that helps them. It's always an individual that they point their client to who can help them. And so in Angela's case especially, where she's been in the business a while and she's very reliable and very conscientious, the resurgence of the loan officer has been really, really nice to see, very refreshing. So kind of moving away from just internet-based lending, more toward loan officers, and with a focus on service. So that's been nice to see. I think we will expect to see that for the rest of the year, if not further. We can expect to see low rates for quite some time, and we'll expect to see continued investor interest in jumbo product. So I hope that sheds some light on what we're seeing.